Welcome back to the podcast. Today, we're diving into a paradox that's defining our decade. On the surface, the headlines are all about decoupling, building walls, and protectionism. But beneath the surface, technology and talent are moving faster than ever. Exactly. It feels like a tug-of-war between political rhetoric and economic reality. We often see countries trying to close the doors to protect local industries. But in the modern world, innovation doesn't happen in a vacuum. You can't build a fortress around a breakthrough anymore. Let's start with artificial intelligence. AI is the ultimate frontier right now. Some nations are trying to keep their tech close to their chest. But is it even possible to build cutting-edge AI behind closed doors? History says no, and the current data agrees. AI is built on the concept of the global brain. Look at any top-tier AI research lab. You'll find scientists from Canada, China, Europe, and India all working on the same model. Innovation flows where talent aggregates. Right, and a lot of that is driven by the open source community. If you look at models like Meta's Llama, they thrive because thousands of developers worldwide are optimizing them every day. Precisely. When a country limits the flow of international talent or restricts global collaboration due to geopolitics, it's not protecting its tech. It's actually slowing down its own clock speed. Talent naturally gravitates toward open, dynamic ecosystems. You can't force genius to innovate inside a silo. That brings us to a very fascinating real-world case study, Canada and the electric vehicle market. On one hand, Canada is heavily integrated into the North American supply chain. On the other hand, there's an ongoing debate about the risk of relying entirely on a single market, the US. This is a classic economic dilemma. From a purely strategic standpoint, over-dependence on one trading partner is a massive vulnerability. If that single market shifts its policies or enters a protectionist phase, the smaller partner takes a heavy hit. Which is why some economists and policymakers suggest keeping the door open to alternative global players like Chinese EVs. Not as a political statement, but as a market stabilizer. Right. Chinese EV makers have achieved incredible scale and cost efficiency. For a country like Canada, which has ambitious green transition goals, blocking affordable, advanced technology makes the transition much more expensive for everyday consumers. But it's a tightrope walk, isn't it? Because of regional agreements like the USMCA, diverging too far from US trade policy carries huge political risks. It's a massive tightrope. But the core truth remains. When you shield domestic markets from global competition entirely, you often end up with inflated prices and slower domestic innovation. Competition is what keeps industry sharp. So, when we look at the big picture, whether it's the invisible flow of AI algorithms or the physical shipping of electric cars, where is all this heading? It tells us that globalization isn't just an ideology or a political choice. It's an emergent property of human efficiency. Resources, capital, and talent will always seek the path of optimal allocation. So the current wave of protectionism might just be a temporary countercurrent in a much larger river. Exactly. It's a bump in the road, a cycle of adjustment. But human progress has always been driven by openness, connection, and exchange. In the long run, the open road always beats the closed door. A perfect note to end on. Thanks for sharing your insights today, Sam. And to our listeners, what do you think? Is openness a vulnerability or the ultimate strength? Let us know, and we'll see you in the next episode.